One of my goals for last year was to do a research study. Wasn't sure which direction to go, so I asked my manager and she said, how about chest tube dressings? So I started out looking at what we were already doing and asking the surgeons just generally what their preference were and got various answers. So I said, oh, okay. Didn't know which route to go from there. So that's when I found out that we had a research coordinator here at Corellia. So I touched base with her and she told me where I needed to start. I did lots and lots of hours of research in our library, looking at articles, reviews, touching bases with other facilities to see what they were doing. And that's how I laid out my game plan to get started. So I found that each facility was doing something different and that there was no standard for best practice. So I thought being us the thoracic surgery care unit would be a good idea for us to look and see if we could get a standardized best practice.
We decided that chest tube dressings was a great topic to look at because our unit cares for the majority of chest tube patients within the facility, and we had questions within our own unit about what types of dressings we should use. One of our physicians really thought that chest tubes didn't need a dressing. We had always followed the old standard of care of Vaseline gauze with just a dry gauze over top. And we had lots of questions within the nursing staff, what is the right way to do a chest tube dressing? And we thought that the research project brought tremendous value to our unit, not only in involving nursing and research, because research has been such an abstract point for our staff. They think that other people do research. They read research articles, they read things in journals, but they didn't realize that they could do their own research at the bedside. And as a facility, we really wanted to increase the use of research at the bedside and wanted to get our nurses involved. And so we thought, what better way for our unit to be involved in research than to look at chest tube dressings and how we should truly change a dressing.
Right now we're in the process of an ongoing controlled randomized study with chest tube dressings, looking at 3 different practices: the Vaseline gauze and dry, no dressing at all, and then dressing with just dry dressing. We have a total of 7 study nurses in our unit participating. We are randomizing and getting consents from patients prior to surgery and randomizing them into a group, so when they come back to our unit, they're actually in a group and we start our study right then with that particular patient. I feel that this research study for our unit has made us more aware of what we as nurses can do as far as research, and what our say or what our practices do have a say in how things will be done at the bedside for patients' safety and best practice. Yes, I would do it again because having a voice in what we do on a daily basis at the bedside is what will give patients better satisfaction in the care they receive.
And as a manager, I would continue to support research projects in the bedside staff because I think it makes the bedside staff more engaged. It makes them much more interested in the treatments that they carry out every day. They can question why they do the things that they do. They know that they have a voice in making decisions about the practice that they give to our patients. And it's increased morale, staff satisfaction. It's made them more engaged on the unit. And it's also expanded their knowledge base and helped develop them into better nursing leaders.